Letchworth Town Council is back in the High Court today. They're being challenged by the Heritage Foundation over a poll which asked who should run the town. I can't believe this is still going on. Philip Ross is the Mayor of Letchworth. Morning, Philip.
Good morning, Stephen.
Oh, for goodness sake, is life not too short for all this sort of stuff?
I know, it goes on and it goes on and goes on, doesn't it? And
now, I gather it's been a very complicated case, and we don't want to confuse everyone. Can you explain to us in one sentence why you're being taken to court?
Okay, that's right. We're being taken to court as defendant because we dared to hold a town poll last year calling for the Heritage Foundation to be turned into a democratic organisation. We dared to hold this poll last year, in which two-thirds of the people of the town voted to say, yes, we want a democratic Heritage Foundation, a reformed Heritage Foundation. They refused to accept the results of the poll, saying they believe it to have been an illegal and invalid poll, and have gone off to the High Court, which they're doing today, to try and get the judge to agree with them.
And if the judge says, yeah, I think you've got a point, what happens then?
Well, I mean, this is what's at stake, actually. Basically, the premise of their argument is that they run Letchworth, it belongs to them, and that the town council and politicians should not interfere in the running of the town. It's about whether you continue to have this, whether it continues to be a company town, whether they run the town and they're unanswerable to anybody else, or if we win the case, we're saying, right, it's now proven, you should answer to the people of the town, and then we'll push on to get reforms in the way that the planning is done in this town, and actually push to get reforms of the foundation itself, to actually get it turned into that democratic body that we all want.
Now, at the moment, I mean, the foundation, there are 6 elected members on the foundation, and the rest, what is about 24, is it, that are unelected?
That's right. Well, I think it's 6 elected and 24 in total.
Oh, 24 in total, yeah, so 18 unelected, yeah.
That's right. That's right. So basically, we're saying, well, why can't all the governors actually be elected? Now, you've had traders on the show in the past. We've had residents all complaining about the foundation, about the fact that it is unaccountable and doesn't listen. And we're saying, is the root of that?
But we've also had people on this.
Democratic.
We've also had people on this program saying that the foundation is doing a very good job and they're putting money back into the town.
Well, we're not. Everyone's going to applaud the fact that money goes back into the town, actually, which is part of their charitable giving, which everybody wants to retain. But actually, the powers that it exercises in the town, they actually need to be accountable for that, not just for their good, not just applauded for their good works, but accountable for the powers that they exercise too.
Remind me of the question you asked in the poll.
Right, it was should the foundation be directly elected every 5 years with all the governors be directly elected every 5 years?
And the answer was
yes.
Right.
Yes.
How much did that poll cost?
Well, I think the poll cost. There was 2 polls on the same day. I think it cost about 10,000.
And in the event you lose, and it turns out that you shouldn't have had this poll after all, it was illegal or whatever, are you going to have to dip into your pocket and pay for it?
Well, the poll's already been paid for. Yeah.
No, I know, but I mean, if it was determined to be illegal and therefore an unnecessary cost to the townsfolk of Letchworth, are you going to have to pay for it?
Well, personally?
Well, yes, perhaps. I don't know.
No, that's not going to be the case. That's not going to be the case. Basically, they're saying the polls are interesting because the polls' questions are always is only an opinion poll. They're not binding.
Yeah.
The polls, yeah. So basically, they're saying we're refusing to even acknowledge the poll took place. Yeah.
And the Heritage Foundation, the basis of their complaint is that they don't like the fact that their authority has been brought into question.
That's right. That's right. They're basically saying that their argument is that they run the town. What they do is not open to question by anybody else.
How long ago was the poll?
It was last April.
Last April, not legally binding, and it's going to court. How much is it all costing?
Well, it depends. If we win, it's going to cost them a fortune. If we lose, the costs will come to us. But the big issue here is that actually it can be a landmark hearing. It can actually have ramifications outside Letchworth. Because it can, if the judge finds in their favour, it could mean that councils up and down the land will not be able to hold polls or resolutions on anything that a private company does in their town, which will be ridiculous. So there's a huge principle at stake here, which is why we need to win.
So it does actually matter. It's not a complete waste of time, money, and increasing the aggravation of everybody in Letchworth.
Well, it does actually. The result does matter. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And the issue is, of course, for me, is they're a multi-million-pound organisation. I'm the unpaid mayor of Letchworth. They've dragged us to the court. We can't back away at any point at all because they're the ones that have dragged us. So So we stand and we.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the outcome and then the implications of it. Philip, before you disappear, I'm asking the question today, the big sort of moment in history in your lifetime, the thing that hit you most in your short life, given that you're only about 25, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. What would it be, Philip?
The biggest thing that's in my life that's changed, apart from personal things like children.
Well, yeah. I mean, sorry, I'm not saying your children you're very important, but I know outside of that, I mean, like the death of Elvis, Berlin Wall coming down, Princess Diana dying, that kind of thing. What was the thing that sort of hit you the most, would you say?
I say the election of the Labour government in 1997.
Thank you very much. So there you go, that's his moment in history. What about yours? 08459 455 555, or you can text us your answer on 07760 173737. Everybody's got a different view on sort of the big thing that happened in their lifetime, the sort of thing that sort of struck them the most.